If you love college lacrosse, this is the place to be. Chapel Hill, North Carolina, 16th ranked Tar Heels welcome in the Michigan Wolverines, coming in at 15, one of the most anticipated games of the day. I'm Nick Kloss, he's Mike Guerriere, and we got a great one. The game of the week, deemed by most people in the lacrosse world. And these two teams, pretty good in the preseason, but we're going to learn a lot here.
We are absolutely going to learn a lot. It's two teams in their young seasons here in 2025. Two high-powered offenses are going to clash here at Dorrance Field today.
They are, and that Michigan offense is led by Ryan Cohen, the leading scorer from last season for the Wolverines. They lost his helpers, but he's the guy, according to his head coach.
71 points a season ago in 2025. He will draw a lot of attention from the UNC defense. He's an unselfish player, a versatile attackman who can play at any point on the field. He's going to have a huge impact for the Wolverines today.
And the guy for North Carolina, that's Owen Duffy, the best freshman in the country, hands down. Last season, 32 goals, tied that freshman record.
One of the best players in the country last season for the Tar Heels. Owen Duffy, the Long Island native, will draw that #1 poll. He's explosive, gets to the rack with ease, creates so much offense, and my favorite thing about Owen Duffy is just how deceptive of a shooter he is.
And then on top of that, we got one of the best goalie matchups you can ask for. Hunter Taylor has got that championship pedigree in the Big Ten. And then you get Michael Gianfrancaro for North Carolina, coming from Princeton, all Ivy, and now a Tar Heel.
Two proven leaders on both sides of the ball. They're going to spearhead that defensive front for both sides. Michael Gianfrancaro, the transfer into North Carolina for his final season of college lacrosse. Defense is a little thin after the loss of their #1 cover guy. He's going to have to stand on his head in net today if the Tar Heels want to come out on top.
These dudes
picking up right where he left off last season, Nick, and this is just a great showcase of his ability to use contact to create space. Goes 5-hole on Hunter Taylor and puts the Tar Heels up 2. If you're a youngster at home watching this game, Owen Duffy is a textbook example of how a modern-day attackman should play this game. About fighting through contact, let alone two guys. Blows off that defender in Rowan Clay and fires that one on cage. What a start for this UNC offense. Their top two guys already producing here early in this season, and they're fired up here in Dorrance Field, Nick. Aiden Mulholland does a great job here of recognizing that the defense is in an unsettled situation. Gets the backdoor cut on the doorstep and finishes with ease. This season, the Manhasset, New York native looks to be that definitive #1 midfielder. He's fearless and is not afraid of contact. If he gets hot, Nick, watch out. He's got an absolute hammer from the outside, and it's already on full display here in 2025. What a great look from Dom Petramala. 32 goals last season, has his first here in Game 1 in 2025. Dewey Egan does a really nice job here of getting through that pick, beating his man with speed, and he is an absolute threat from the outside. Lines this shot up, puts it low, and fires one into the goal. UNC continuing to build onto this lead. Dorrance Field is fired up right now, and rightfully so. The aggressive ride from UNC finally paying off. And how about this offense in unsettled situations? Finds the back of the net, and a beautiful BTB pass to an easy textbook finish for Owen Duffy. Second goal here today. And it starts with that wall pass on the inside. It brings that Michigan defense in, makes them compact, and leaves guys like Dominic Petramala wide open on that near side. And that's an easy goal for Dom Petramala, and accuracy has been a concern for him, and we saw that last year through the goings of ACC play. But starting off this season has a lot more experience and has added so much to his bag. He is going to be a huge impact player for this UNC offense.
Back up by 5.
He's a big body player and uses his size to his advantage here and rolls back, fakes low, goes high, and that, Nick, right there is a thing of beauty.
A late second quarter.
And they had that back pipe exchange on the crease, and that pops Cohen out on that wing to be wide open and just fires a wide shot. He's got to get in this groove here today if the Wolverines want to win.
Here's Lockwood, gets the feed in front, and Michigan stops the run. It's Nick Rude from Culver, the sophomore, makes it 5-2.
Yeah, Bo Lockwood has a deep bag, and he has been a key facilitator for the Wolverines, has been a full-time starter for a long time for Michigan. 29 assists last year was a large part in why their offensive attack was so lucrative when scoring goals, and just a great inside feed and an even better finish for the Wolverines. He's so creative with the ball in his stick, beats his matchup upfield, lowers his hands, and just creates so much deception and uncertainty for Hunter Taylor in net. And once again, Owen Duffy with a hat trick, make that his 8th career hat trick. The young man is off to an incredibly hot start here in 2025.
Finds the back of the net for the Wolverines and cuts the lead back to 5 goals, 10-5 at Dorrance.
It's great recognition from Ryan Cohen to understand that this UNC defense is unsettled, and the shot location is just even better. I mean, you got to pick and choose your shot selections when you're playing a keeper like UNC has, and puts that one off the offside hip and fires that one right into the cage, uses the earth, and that's going to be crucial if they're going to want to put some more goals in the back of the net. I don't really like the fact that Michigan is constantly trying to use the middle of the field on clears. Use the outside, use that far side. UNC has clogged up that middle of the field, and it's a pretty basic principle of clearing the ball. Do not use the middle of the field. Real test for Hunter Taylor and his defense, and it all translates to that side of the ball offensively. Defense into offense, and Hunter Taylor has been a huge part in why they've been able to retain possessions here in the late goings of this third quarter. Now, that falls onto your offense there, Nick. Can they produce? Can they continue to fire on all cylinders? And if Michigan gets a goal, UNC gets 2 more. It's just the ability for this UNC team to continue to produce, and they've been doing it throughout all 3 quarters, playing a complete game so far. And he is just such a fantastic get for this Tar Heels squad, and his ability to lead the defense. You can hear his communication skills up here in the press box. He knows where every player on the field is supposed to be, and he's a tough keeper to get by. You got to change levels on him, as I mentioned earlier. You can't go low, you can't go high to high. Changing levels is going to be crucial for this Wolverines offense. They're positionless, they like to invert, but their game plan has changed, and it's all because of those errant passes, those minute mistakes that have been crucial in their game today.
16th turnover. Almost ready to start the third quarter. Tar Heels, 16th ranked in the country, top on 15th ranked Michigan, 9-4 at the half. Nick Kloss, Mike Guerriere here with me, and it was a really fun first half, but the Tar Heels were the story. They were unreal in the first, really put together good offense.
This offense has been firing on all cylinders, and a lot of their weapons are on full display today, using every bullet in their gun to find success offensively. And it's been a treat to see Owen Duffy operate that offense, and he eats, everybody eats. And his ability to put the rock in the cage, his ability to facilitate, how deceptive he is, he's a special player for years to come.
And on the defensive end, the new guy, Michael Gianfacaro, was great. He made 5 saves in that first half, and that's why he came in, to be that steady piece in net.
He's an automatic leader for UNC, and he has an absolute incredible skill set. I mean, you see it on display here. His rebound control, his confidence when there is a crease attackman right in front of his face. And then you look at Owen Duffy on offense. He is just an unbelievable player. We mentioned this. He has the keys to the offense, and he has just ran with it. His ability to finish in so many unplanned situations, it makes him a threat for each and every single team that they go up against. His ability offensively is just something that you don't see. It's a generational talent in Owen Duffy.
Looking at the game summary so far, clears for Michigan were tough. That's a big reason UNC has gotten the lead they have. You saw that last open goal from Duffy. That was off the ride. And then face-offs. Brady Wambach has been lights out here. He was best freshman Fogo in the country last year, one of the best all around. And then he's 9 of 14 today. Duffy and Petramala each already a hat trick. And you talked about the keys to the offense. We were talking to Coach Bresci before this one, and I believe he said, I actually threw my keys at him. I gave him the keys. From the moment I recruited him, I threw my keys at him. It's yours. And now, like we said, the cars just got nicer. Duffy still the leader on the offensive end with 3 goals.
I think it's a Rolls Royce next for Owen Duffy. He's just an unbelievable talent, and UNC has just done a great job in all facets of today's contest, and this game is won on the ground. And so far, the Tar Heels with 19 ground balls to the Wolverines 11, and a big part of that is that man right there, number 22, Brady Wambach, and a miscue right here at the start of the third quarter gives the Wolverines the possession.